Welcome to the very first Ultimate Marble League Championship. There are 242 racers ready to take over the most prestigious title in all of marble racing, which is to become World Champion. After 8 races, we will know who can crown themselves the very first Ultimate Marble Champion. Our first track has very wide pathways. It's very important for your entries and exit to be correct, or else there are many ways for others to pass you. Speed is high, but the accuracy is even more important. Welcome to our first track, Red Race. Oh, and here's our first world facts. The marbles are ready. Are you ready? It's time to race. And we are off. There's a bunch of marbles already diving down. Who gets the upper hand? There's a few marbles close. Neck and neck. Oh, but it looks like there is a marble way ahead. It looks like it's Trinidad and Tobago. They took the wrong route though, so they have to travel a bit further. A few marbles here get launched in the air by the spinners, but it looks like Egypt is going very fast. Egypt is stuck. No. At the split, there are many marbles taking many routes. Which route is the fastest? Looks like a hailstorm of marbles coming down. There seems to be a little line going. And Trinidad and Tobago is really taking all of these lines very, very well. Oh, a missed bounce. Did someone capitalize on that? It looks like it. They're all piling up. But it looks like Honduras is taking the lead over here. And now Azerbaijan got it. And extending their lead. They need to do this very well. Nope. China's taking the lead over. Along a very, very long straight. Very difficult to overtake here. And very easy to extend your max speed. They're pulling away. They need to stick this landing though. Still good. How are they taking this bounce? Not too great. All the marbles are piling up. And it's Trinidad and Tobago again. Pulling away real fast. With France tailing right behind them. Good bounce. Another good bounce. That one was not that well. The home straight. He's getting there. How's the finish? And they got it. Trinidad and Tobago finishes first. Is France taking second? No! They took third. They're on the podium. And now we have a hailstorm of marbles coming down. Let's check their finishing position in real time. Did you see your favorite marble finish already? Comment below which marble you're supporting. Nearly wrapped up. Let's see if there are any marbles who did not finish. It's Syria. Wait, there's still a marble running. They are very late behind the pack. It's Vanuatu. Well, at least they're scoring some points today. I see Suriname and Montenegro, St. Vincent, Kazakhstan, and Armenia. Here's another world fact of the day. It's time for the podium. Congratulations to France, Costa Rica, and Trinidad and Tobago. Playing here is the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago. And here are the total standings. Can you spot your marble? Do not forget to subscribe and check out the channel for another race coming to you very soon. Race 2 of the Ultimate Marble League. See you all next time. Have a great night. Oh yeah, here we go again. Round 2 of the Ultimate Marble League is here. We've had an exciting race 1 before, and let's check out the standings after race number 1. Trinidad and Tobago is leading over Costa Rica, France, and American Samoa. Welcome to Chaos Chute, a fast, vertical speedway where a mistake is in every corner. You can end this very fast or be very, very, very slow. Here's our random fact of the day. Alright, which marble can keep their head cool and get to the finish line first? Here we go. A lot of marbles taking different lines, but which one is the fastest one? I think Jamaica to the right is definitely the fastest one, although the bounce did hammer it back. Now who can get through the chute first? It looks like it's Burkina Faso. They have the first opportunity to shoot for the finish. No, they miss, but Tajikistan misses too. And there comes a hailstorm of marbles once more, and oh my god, Djibouti edged it. Transnistria and Sierra Leone also finished. A few marbles opted for the shortcut, which is a very difficult angle to pull off. Let's check which marbles finishes. There's a gigantic pile up, so let's speed through the footage. As you said before, you can finish real fast, or it could take a little while, or maybe even a long, long while. Check the scoreboard. Did your marble finish already? Over 155 marbles have finished already, but so many still left to go. Marbles are flying everywhere. Sometimes they hit the finish, sometimes they have to go back through the walk of shame. Here come the final 22 marbles. If anything, you get a few points out of this. Just the final 3 to go. The final 2. It looks like I only see Japan. We might have a DNF somewhere else. Ah, it's Guinea. Unfortunate. Here are the finishing results. And another random fact of the day. Stand up for the national anthem of Djibouti and the podium finishers Sierra Leone, Transnistria, and Djibouti. Now it's time for what everybody has been waiting for. The current standings. Brunei is leading over Palestine and Malaysia. Haiti is following close by. Do you see your marble in the rankings? How are they doing? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be up to date for all the upcoming races. That's all. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to round number 3 of the Ultimate Marble League. But before we continue, we need to look at the current standings. Brunei is leading over Palestine and Malaysia. Haiti, Poland, and Kyrgyzstan is close by. The title is all to play for, and let's see who can deal with Ripple Rich the best. We have kind of the same ending, but with the spinner attached. There's a teleporter and upside down pachinkos. There's a bucket where marbles will fly into. The tunnels, another upside down topsy-turvy. Lots of buckets and tunnels, funnels, and pachinkos. A ripple indeed. Here's our world fact of the day. Scotland's 2 largest cities showcase different sides of its culture. Edinburgh with its iconic festivals and historic skyline, and Glasgow with its renowned music scene and modern artistic energy. The marbles are ready. The track is ready. Are you ready? And what a launch for many marbles who fly through the first line of pachinkos, with Estonia looking to take the lead, but through the bottleneck they can't really make it. I saw a marble flying out there. I don't know who it was, but we need to check that later. It looks like Colombia is through the first chute, through the spinner tunnel. Can they move on first? No, it looks like Norway, but no, they took the lead again and they fall off again. It's Montserrat taking the lead over here and going through the spinner tunnel and progressing there. Brazil is close by, but they can't really fly through it all too well. I think that's Belgium or maybe Romania. Montserrat is taking a commanding lead, but Japan is on their heels, and Laos is even overtaking Japan over there. It's time for the upside down pachinkos, and they look like they're traversing it very, very impressively. A lot of marbles are on their heels. It's very crucial to tackle these pachinkos as quickly as you can, because the chute is merciless. Looks like Montserrat, Laos, and Japan are ready to fly. I don't know what Montserrat is doing. That's not entirely the idea. We installed the spinner, so the shortcut to the finish isn't that obvious anymore. Laos gets a try, but does not make it. Which marble will be the first one to finish? It looks like it's New Caledonia and French Polynesia, and there's Montserrat. Our podium is already decided. And I cannot believe it. Brunei is extending their lead in the championship. They are so consistent and even improving every single race. Let's fast forward the footage so we can see the marbles coming in quickly. Can anyone stop Brunei's charge to victory? %50 of all marbles have already finished in order to have a chance in winning the first Ultimate Marble League. Only a couple marbles more remaining. And then we have to find out which marble did not finish. A couple of marbles still having difficulties with the slingshot. They will need to improve on this skill if they want to have a chance in later races. It looks like it's coming down to the final 2 marbles. Only 1 marble is remaining. And it's Sierra Leone. Alright, it's time to check out all the DNFs. Looks like Sabah, Austria, Papua New Guinea, amongst others that flew out of bounds. Here's a world fact. St. Vincent's Vincimus Festival blends soca, calypso, steel pan, and colorful masquerade traditions into one of the Caribbean's most energetic cultural celebrations. Alright, these are the standings, and it's time to move over to the podium celebrations. Everybody stand up and give it up for the national anthem of New Caledonia. And congratulate with me the top 3, Montserrat, French Polynesia, and New Caledonia. Congratulations. This is the moment everybody, of course, is waiting for, our current standings of the Ultimate Marble League. Brunei is extending the leadership over Kyrgyzstan, Zimbabwe, Iraq, and Palestine. Feel free to stop the video here and there if you want to check the rankings, because if we slow down each page, this video becomes way too long. Don't forget to like and subscribe so the Ultimate Marble League can grow. And there we have it. Thank you all for being here. See you all for race 4. Have a great day. And goodbye. Welcome back everybody for race number 4 of the Ultimate Marble League. I can't believe we're almost halfway through this tournament already. So what better way to start than to look at our current standings of our tournament. At the top, it's Brunei, leading over Kyrgyzstan, Zimbabwe, Iraq, and Palestine. Brunei has a commanding lead over the rest, but can they maintain it over this track? Topsy Turvy. Here's our random fact of the day. Cyprus boasts some of the Mediterranean's bluest, clearest waters, with several beaches regularly earning blue flag status for their beauty and cleanliness. It sounds like I need to take a trip to Cyprus. The marbles are ready. Are you ready? We didn't have a preview of Topsy Turvy at the beginning of the video, but I think the track speaks for itself. It's a gravity type track. Hit the light blue part, you go back up. Hit the green part, you go to the next scene. Hit the dark blue, it's time to tumble down again. Already a couple of marbles are in the 3rd sector. And even a couple of marbles in the 4th and last sector. But are you spying it with me how small the finish line is? How long will it take for the first marble to finish? And before I even finish my sentence, Latvia and Kyrgyzstan finish. I don't know if you remembered at the beginning of the video, but Kyrgyzstan was already in the top 10 of the marbles in the standing. Where is Brunei, and can they counter the amazing finish Kyrgyzstan has delivered right now? Later in the video, it will be a lot easier to see the entire finishing results of all the marbles. Remember, there are 242 marbles here, so it is very difficult to showcase the marbles finishing. But through here you can see only a few marbles at the left side still needing to go to the 2nd sector. They really need to make a move on if they want to grab some precious points. it's time to speed things up a little bit. I know it looks very, very fast, but seeing how long some marbles took to finish, you'll be surprised. We of course don't want this video to be 30 minutes long, right? Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel to make the Ultimate Marble League the biggest marble channel in the world. Only a few marbles are still left in the third sector, even after speeding up by a lot. I don't know if your eyes are catching it, but I do not see Brunei finishing already. That means Brunei is losing a lot of points to its competition. The final column of marbles are finishing right now. Comment below which marble in the Ultimate Marble League you are supporting. I can still see that Brunei is trying to finish while being in the final 4 marbles. This is gonna be a detriment to their title chances. They surely will drop down the rankings. This is a travesty for Brunei. And there finally Brunei has finished. 2 points on the board. There's Zambia. And finally it's Seychelles. Every marble has finished, which is an achievement of itself. Latvia, Kyrgyzstan, Finland, Netherlands, Moldova, England, Syria, Turks and Caicos Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, Indonesia is your top 10. Here's your random fact of the day. Latvia is so devoted to its dark rye bread that many Latvians consider it a national treasure. It's eaten with everything from soups to smoked fish. It's time for your podiums. Everybody rise for Latvia's national anthem. Congratulate with me your podium, Finland, Kyrgyzstan and Latvia. If you did not notice it before, we're gonna go with something new from here on out, that the marble that wins will get the second world fact of the day. A kindly reminder to please subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot. Alright, let's look at the current standings while the podium is still celebrating. Kyrgyzstan, Zimbabwe, Palestine, Haiti, Iraq is your top 5. Don't hesitate to stop the video here and there to see the current standings from top to bottom. Is your marble still in title contention, you think? Make sure you cheer them on from race 5 to 8. The Ultimate Marble League Season 1 is already halfway over. Which marble will take the chase in the second half into victory and being crowned the very first Ultimate Marble League champion? Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here from the entire Ultimate Marble League team. Your support is appreciated, and I'll see you all for race 5. Welcome to race 5 of the Ultimate Marble League. Can't believe it's been 5 races already. Let's look at our standings. Kyrgyzstan has a commanding lead over Zimbabwe, Palestine, Haiti, Iraq, Tuvalu, Latvia, Trinidad, Tobago, Iran, and Andorra. This top 16 is close, but it does require a bit of a fumble from Kyrgyzstan for the other marbles to get a chance. Let's get a world fact of the day in. Timor-Leste is home to Mount Rumelau, misty highland forest and hidden waterfalls like Bandera, making it one of Southeast Asia's most rugged and unspoiled nature destinations. Alright, digging down. This is a dangerous track made out of mine tunnels that are a couple of 100 years old. It is probably not safe to race here. The commission of the Ultimate Marble League was not sure if it was safe enough for our marbles to run in here, but the marbles were all unanimously interested in giving this a try. So here we go, digging down. A bunch of marbles are flying down really fast. It is difficult to make them out who is leading where, but it looks like South Africa is taking a commanding lead right now, although those few bumps did hamper it. Bulgaria is the first one to go into the second tunnel. Let's try to catch up with them real fast. Our cameraman can barely keep up with Bulgaria as they're making a tremendous speed way down. And the second tunnel has been no problem for them whatsoever. So, who is able to take the lead over here? So far, it's still Bulgaria. But other marbles are on his feet. It looks like China's up there as well. The third tunnel has been completed. Who is able to make it down the final stretch into the finish line and taking Ultimate Marble League gold? It looks like Ecuador is in the leading seat to do this, but I see Malawi also close by. It's going to be a neck-and-neck fight between Ecuador and Malawi. And Malawi takes it. Ecuador is second, Ukraine is third, Liechtenstein is fourth, South Africa, Burundi, Benin, Turkey, Kazakhstan, Sweden is your top 10. A lot of marbles finishing quickly, so I don't think we need to fast forward this race. Just sit down, relax, and watch the marbles fight with one another. Already 150 marbles have finished. It looks like the tunnels may not be as dangerous as the commission of Ultimate Marble League thought beforehand. The final 20. Still, marbles are delving through the tunnels. Six marbles left. Let's take a look around to see whether marbles are still moving. I see Eswatini. I see a marble up there which I could not really tell. And I saw a few marbles being stuck. But it looks like 2 of those marbles have been gotten loose. 2 marbles remaining. And they look like they're stuck. Ah, it's Guatemala. And Uganda. That is unfortunate. The tunnels have consumed them. Here's the total standings. And the victor's fact of the day. Malawi's nickname, the Warm Heart of Africa, reflects its reputation for friendliness, with travelers often noting the easy smiles and welcoming spirits found across the country. Everybody please rise for the national anthem of Malawi for the Digging Down Grand Prix. Congratulate with me our number 3 finisher Ukraine, our number 2 finisher Ecuador, and number 1 finisher Malawi. If you're wondering what this does to the standings, you're not the only one. I can't wait to see the current rankings after digging down. It's Kyrgyzstan leading over Malawi and increasing their lead as well. Trinidad and Tobago and Haiti are following closely by. A bunch of marbles still have the chance on winning this tournament, but they would need to step it up and have a little bit of luck of the forerunners not finishing as well. Anything can happen. Surprising really that Malawi is second currently on the standings. They were really flying under the radar and they picked it up by winning this Grand Prix. Alright, that's it for today. Hopefully I'll see you all for race number 6. The Ultimate Marble League team thanks you for your support. Welcome back everybody for race number 6 of the Ultimate Marble League Season 1. I can't believe Season 1 is almost over, and what better way to start the video than to look at our current standings. Kyrgyzstan is leading comfortably over Malawi, Trinidad, Tobago, Haiti and Tuvalu, but we never know what can happen in Glacier Falls. Here's a random fact of today. Seychelles boasts beaches like Anse Source de Sens and Anse Lazio, known for giant granite boulders, crystal waters, and thriving coral reefs teeming with tropical fish. Let's take a look at Glacier Falls, which is another small map, but with a little twist. It's a teleporter finish with an upside down gravity switch, but it has 2 trampoline sections, wherein if you bounce correctly, you can overtake some marbles. If you fall in between the cracks, it's back for you and you have to do the bouncing again. The marbles are ready. Hopefully you are ready. It's time for Glacier Falls, race number 6. Here we go. A few marbles go down quickly, but they bounce with their velocity. Many gaps to go, but which gap is the fastest? I see the British Virgin Isles is having a lead. Gambia is here to take it back. The bouncing of the British Virgin Isles is going quite well, and they are able to pass it. Singapore is following them, and South Ossetia is right behind them. I think we have a podium here already. But as you saw, being consistent is sometimes more important than finishing highly. What does this do to our current standings? I can't wait and see. There's a barrage of marbles trying to pass through the trampolines. A lot of them even brute forcing them, but failing at the end and having to go all the way back. A few marbles do get the jump. I see Tuvalu has finished. They are one of the contenders of the first title of the Ultimate Marble League. Will this bring them even closer to contention? I see the Netherlands has finished as well. I believe they also have a chance. We need to keep a look at Kyrgyzstan, Haiti, Malawi, Zimbabwe. We need to look where they finish. The barrage of marbles is getting worse and worse. How do marbles escape this enormous pressure? Hundreds of marbles are being sent back to having to try to traverse this again. I see Trinidad and Tobago finishing. And there's Kyrgyzstan and Latvia. Kyrgyzstan definitely lost some points here, but they should still be in contention. Will they be first place? We have to look later. Half of the marbles have finished already, and the other half is struggling. Glacier Falls is making these marbles work for it. Let's speed this up a little. For every 50 marbles falling down, only 1, maybe 2 make it to the other side. The British Virgin Isles really cleared this track fast. Even though the gaps may be small, they are difficult for the marbles to traverse. They need to be precise, keep momentum, keep their speed in, and don't overshoot. And then I have to deal with gravity right after. Maybe a few marbles need to visit the medical tent after being shaken around like this. Almost 200 marbles have finished. That means it's time for the remaining 42. There are definitely marbles losing some points here, some crucial points for the championship. Even worse, I don't see Malawi or Haiti anywhere. Wait, I think they're finishing right now. They're losing a lot of points to the lead right here. Can anyone still beat Kyrgyzstan? Only 1 marble remaining. I couldn't see which marble that was. We'll probably see them any minute now. I believe that's Haiti. Is one of the contenders of the lead taking no points out of Glacier Falls? This is devastating for their chances. Oh dear. Alright. Let's look at all the finishing positions. British Virgin Isles, Singapore, South Ossetia, France, Croatia, Georgia, Maldives, South Korea, Qatar, and Gabon are your top 10 finishers. Here's our second fact of the day. Virgin Gorda is famous for the baths, where massive granite boulders form hidden tidal pools, grottos, and scenic beaches found nowhere else in the Caribbean. Alright, the podium celebrations have started. Please everybody rise for the national anthem of the British Virgin Isles. And with me, congratulate our podium. Our number 3 finisher, South Ossetia. Our number 2 finisher, Singapore. And our winner of Glacier Falls, British Virgin Islands. Noteworthy so far for the Ultimate Marble League that no marble has finished on the podium twice so far. Will this change for the final 2 races of Season 1? Or will this be an anomaly that will happen in later seasons? Because yes, the Ultimate Marble League will definitely have more seasons. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. And while the marbles are having their celebrations and their champagne, it's time to look at the standings. Kyrgyzstan is still leading over Tuvalu, Trinidad and Tobago, but Falkland Islands, Latvia, Chute, Netherlands and Cayman Islands are making their stride. While the lead of Kyrgyzstan is high, it is all still to play for. There are still 600 points on the table for each marble to obtain, so Kyrgyzstan needs to stay focused and overtake this to the finish. For the rest, where did your marble finish? Is your marble competitive in this season? Make sure to comment down below. And as you can see, even if you do finish on the podium, it does not guarantee a title chance. You need to be consistent. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching our Grand Prix of Glacier Falls. We'll be back for race number 7 real soon. Welcome back to race 7 of the Ultimate Marble League. 2 races to go and we finally know who the first Ultimate Marble League champion is. The tension is to die for. So let's go and check out what our current standings are after race number 6. Kyrgyzstan is leading over Tuvalu, Trinidad and Tobago, and Falk Islands. But Latvia, Chad, Netherlands, Cayman Islands, Zimbabwe, and Brunei are following close by. It is all to play for. Crisscross crossing. It has a very narrow finish with 2 spinners separating marbles when they come out of this pachinko and tunnel. There's a few tunnels and gravity switch, and then marbles have to go through a set of mazes of spinners. One wrong move and you'll be moved away all the way to the back. Crisscross crossing is a lot longer than our previous tracks. It requires perfect execution throughout. No launcher to save you now. Here's a random fact for today. Guam's features some of the island's clearest turquoise waters, from the calm bright lagoon at Tumam Bay and the sands of Gon Beach to the protected reefs and shoreline of Retidian Point. The marbles are ready. The track is ready. Are you ready? Race number 7 of the Ultimate Marble League starts here. We're gonna get some title eliminations after this race. But first, we need to get through Crisscross Crossing. It looks like Russia is having a commanding lead over here, but can they keep their lead after the tunnels? It looks like Bonaire is taking over, but it's a kind of a head-to-head here, while there is a giant waterfall of marbles following close by. Who can pass through the buckets the fastest? It looks like a myriad of marbles is doing just that. Now it looks like Serbia and Andorra are in the lead. And there's Uganda. There's Hong Kong. The lead keeps switching. It's neck and neck from Uganda, Andorra, and Hong Kong. Who's taking the gravity switch first? It's Hong Kong. With Scotland, Andorra, and Serbia close by. Look at that waterfall of marbles. Isn't that beautiful? The gravity seems to be a bit of a problem for a couple of marbles, but San Marino looks like they're clearing this perfectly, together with Luxembourg. And there goes Germany. It's really speeding everything up. But Botswana is looking to overtake, with Ethiopia right behind. Germany is the first one through the tunnels. They're basically in pole position to win this, but Botswana is having none of this. They're battling it out, and it seems like it's Botswana and Tanzania takes it over Germany right at the end. Germany finishes up the podium. The spinners are doing their job, shuffling all the marbles through and through. It requires pressure and precision to get through here. Which of the current contenders senses these opportunities to make a giant leap towards championship? Only a few marbles fall through. The spinners are really handing it to our marbles. I see Brunei finishing very low, and Kyrgyzstan as well. The championship is all to play for. Only a few marbles left. Are there any marbles stuck up there? There seems to still be marbles coming in. Also, Latvia is losing a lot of points here. One of our race winners. Let's check up there. Ah yeah, Russia, Samoa, and Rwanda are stuck. Russia had a very strong start. Let's wait for the final two marbles, which seems to be Argentina and Seychelles. Here's our finishing position. Where did your marble finish? I don't know about you, but seeing Kyrgyzstan this low, the title shot for a lot of marbles has opened up. Here's our second random fact of today from Botswana. The Magadigadi salt pans stretch across one of the world's largest salt flats, where shimmering white plains, baobab-studded islands, and seasonal herds of zebra create a surreal desert landscape. I think I've seen an episode of Top Gear with this. Alright, it's time for your podium celebrations. Please everybody rise for the national anthem of Botswana and celebrate with me your podium finishers. At the third position, Germany. Second position, Tanzania. And first and winner of Crisscross Crossing, Botswana. Still, every podium finisher has been unique in the Ultimate Marble League. Here are the current standings. Chute has overtook the lead from Kyrgyzstan with an amazing finish. Tuvalu is still on their heels and Croatia has lifted up in the rankings to follow up. Falkland Islands, Malawi, Trinidad and Tobago, Cameroon, Zimbabwe, Germany are close by. But do not forget Sweden, Andorra and Azerbaijan. Any marble with over 955 points is still in contention technically to win. That means up until Uruguay, every marble above that still has a chance to become the first Marble League champion. Everybody else, thank you for competing, or better luck next time. Aside from the Ultimate Marble League with countries and regions, we're planning so much more. We want to introduce a teams league, have fun one-off races, and so much more. This is just the beginning. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you for being here for Crisscross Crossing. See you all next time for the final race of Season 1 Ultimate Marble League. The moment of truth is finally here. The final round of the Ultimate Marble League Season 1 is upon us. Let's waste no time and check our current standings of each marble still able to win this season. Chute, Kyrgyzstan, Tuvalu, Croatia, Falkland Islands, Malawi, Trinidad and Tobago are in sort of a pole position to win this tournament. But can any outsider, maybe even outside of the top 10, take this victory? Marbles all up until the 72nd position, Uruguay, are mathematically able to win Season 1. There are enough marbles to keep an eye on. But before we start the final race, here's our world fact of today. Guernsey's cliffside paths, leafy lanes and beaches make its hiking and nature walk some of the most picturesque in the Channel Islands. Alright, our final race of the season is Tempest Teleport. What's better than one launcher? 3 launchers? 7 launchers? Yeah, it is 7 launchers. And here we go. Each of the teleports in the first bowl will put a marble in one of the 4 top launchers. When a marble beats a launcher, they'll go to the level below that. And you guessed it, once they beat that level, they go even further down to the final launcher. Which, for some reason, where you see that Lebanon and Vanuatu both are already at the final launcher. Talk about fast. Brazil is there. Myanmar is there. Sweden is there. And even Sweden just taking the win with their first attempt. Wasn't Sweden in like the top 15 of the current standings? Turkey taking second, St. Kitts and Nevis taking third and rounding out the podium. Myanmar fourth. Fifth goes to France. Mexico finishes. And there's Costa Rica. Who can round out the top 10? It's Guam. And there's Cook Islands and Kosovo. At the end of the video, we're going to showcase each and every marble with their total score, their finishing positions from last to first. Will Sweden done enough to secure the very first title? More and more marbles seem to have reached the final launcher. We should be getting an influx of finishers real soon. "50 finishers down. No sight of Chad and Kyrgyzstan. Or Tuvalu. United Arab Emirates taking the shortcut. More and more marbles are finishing. But where are our leaders in the championship? The first 4 columns of marbles have finished. Let's speed this up. There's Chad. That means none of our other contenders who finish behind Chad can win this championship. And that includes Kyrgyzstan. What a shame. They were in the lead for so much of this competition. But it all came undone. And there's Trinidad and Tobago, also one of our top contenders. And there's Tuvalu, another one of our top contenders. This is looking mighty fine for Sweden. The final column of marbles is finishing now. 20 more remaining. There's Zimbabwe, also one of our top contenders. Who is taking this championship? First, we need to get through the final finishes. Did every marble reach the final launcher? There's Croatia. They were also in a very good position to win this. And how the mighty have fallen in Brunei. They started the season off so well, but maybe they've exhausted themselves through the later races. It looks like only 2 more marbles are in the final chute. It's Belgium. And it looks like it's Seychelles once again. There are 2 marbles who haven't finished here. Seychelles finished in the meantime. And let's check at our finishing standings. With Sweden, Turkey, St. Kitts and Nevis, Myanmar, France, Mexico, Costa Rica, Guam, Cook Islands and Kosovo in your top 10. Here's our second world fact. Sweden's cuisine ranges from iconic meatballs and buttery cinnamon buns to seafood specialties like pickled herring and gravlax. Alright, it's your final podium of the season. Let's give it up for Sweden's national anthem. And with me, please congratulate your podium finishers. In third position, we have St. Kitts and Nevis. Second position, Turkey. And your winner of Tempest Teleport, Sweden. And it's time for the finishing results of the season. Who will be first? If a marble has finished on the podium, top 10, or or even top 25, that race will be highlighted by a color, so it's easy to see. Nice top 10 position by Kazakhstan. Seychelles, even though they finished pretty low, still had high finishes midway in the season. An impressive 11th from Greece and a 6th from Georgia. A 3rd position by St. Kitts. A top 10 position by Guam of the last race. And a top 6 from Monaco. St. Martin unfortunately DNFing in the final race there. 2 top 25 finishes there. And another 2 by Malaysia at a very strong start. A top 5 from Moldova. A 2nd position by Transnistria. Now we're getting to some serious points, guys. The top 10 by Indonesia. 2 impressive finishes by Cyprus. A top 3, a podium for Sierra Leone. Almost at 1,000 points and not even past the 100th finishing position. Two impressive finishes by Costa Rica there. And there's your top 100. Amazing finishes by Singapore. And Brunei, look at that early start. Great job by Curacao and Myanmar. And look at North Korea. Qatar, really well done. Isle of Man, amazing. Great job by Turkey there. And even in these high scoring positions, you still see marbles without a top 25 finish. That's showing how consistency is sometimes even more important than finishing high. Our top 25. my god, look at France. So many great finishes. Our top 5: Kyrgyzstan, Chad, Andorra, Azerbaijan, and Sweden has finished first in the very first season of the Ultimate Marble League with 1,454 points, almost 100 points to the second position. Congratulations to Sweden for this amazing result. Thank you everybody who was here for the very first Ultimate Marble League season. Season 2 will start in early 2026. So I really hope we see you all again. The marbles are ready. The tracks are ready. But are you ready? See you next time.